Now, speaking of buying parts, a lot of people go online and just try to buy the cheapest part that they can find. Now, this is Budget Mechanic, and I do buy cheap parts online sometimes, but getting the cheapest part can bite you in the butt. Now, usually these cheap parts online are aftermarket, they're not made as well, not gonna last as long, which is maybe okay if you're doing something simple like a coil or a windshield wiper reservoir. You can just buy another one if it breaks. Where you don't want to cheap out is on stuff that would potentially damage your engine if it breaks, like say a timing belt kit. Don't want to cheap out on that. Another thing to think about is if the job itself is really difficult and you got to tear apart half the engine to get to that part, you do not want to put a cheap aftermarket part in there because you're just going to be doing that job all over again much sooner than you would have had to. So in those cases, just buy the OEM part. And when it comes to putting the new part in, what I always do, being redundant here, but you want to compare the new part that you bought to the old part that you've taken out. Because there's nothing worse than leaning over trying to get an AC compressor in, not realizing that the bolt holes are slightly different on the one you bought and you're never going to get it in.